Thanks all for joining. Hare Krishna, thanks all for joining. So we are in the we are discussing about the discussion between Krishna and Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Correct. So Bhagavad Gita is a divine conversation happened between Krishna and Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. It is the life manual, like okay, how we can live our life in this particular world while we are here. So this divine conversation existed for 45 minutes between Krishna and Arjuna. It is spread across 700 slokas, spread across like a 18 chapter. That 18 chapter further subdivided into how many sections?
3.
3 sections. Okay. So first 6 chapters are called as predominantly talking about Karma Yoga section of it. What is the meaning of yoga?
Union.
Yeah. Union with whom?
Super soul, Paramatma.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So the linking oneself. Yeah, Prabhu. Linking ourselves to the Supreme. Okay. Ourself means not our body, but our soul. Okay. Not our body, our soul. We have to link ourselves with the Supreme. We have to link our soul to the Supreme. Okay. That is the meaning of yoga. There are various yogas are there currently, like okay, in this Kali Yuga, everyone talks about yoga, like okay, it is a meditation and other things, which may not be very preferred method for this Kali Yuga, because meditation was the way to reach Lord in which yuga? This we have seen it in the foundational slides, correct?
Satya Yuga.
Yeah, Satya Yuga, correct. So Satya Yuga, it was possible to perform the meditation and able to reach the Lord. But in this Kali Yuga, it is not possible, because even in the Dwapara Yuga, Arjuna is saying, Sanchalam ki manaha Krishna pramati balavadridam tashyaham nigraham manne vayur iva suduskaram. Okay. So he's saying, I am able to control the wind. Wind is coming what speed? Okay, we can't imagine, correct? He's saying I can control the wind, but I am unable to control the mind, because mind travels very quickly. Better speed than missile, or like a better speed than any of the wind, correct? Now we are sitting in this class, immediately I can think, okay, I can be in the US near Liberty Statue, correct? Then immediately like I will traverse to France Eiffel Tower. Then immediately I will traverse to like a Delhi Taj Mahal, or immediately I will traverse to Vrindavan Krishna Balram temple. Likewise, mind travels very, very quickly, and it is impossible for me to control the mind. Who is saying this? Arjuna, who was very thoughtfully, how he was participated in the Swayamvar of Draupadi, correct? He has to hit the eye of a fish. Yeah. By seeing the shadow of that particular fish, correct? Like in the water.
Yeah.
That Arjuna is saying, I am unable to control the mind. Then what to speak of us? Okay, it is very, very difficult for us to control the mind, correct? So what we are saying is, it is impossible for us to control via the meditation, linking ourselves to the Supreme, correct? And the modern meditation thinks about or teaches about, like, okay, you do anything, okay, you remember any particular thing. They even, okay, whatever you like the most, someone will say, okay, I like the wine, okay, I like the woman, or I like the this object, okay. Then you think about that and be free, like from the calamities. That is not the real yoga. The real yoga means linking ourselves to the Supreme. That is very important thing to understand. So there are various types of yoga, which is karma yoga, which is talk about via our karma, via our activity. If we link ourselves to the Supreme, then it becomes karma yoga. If via our jnana, the knowledge, we link ourselves to the Supreme, then it is jnana yoga. And the dhyana yoga, like Astanga yoga, which is the meditation. The meditation, not simple meditation. We have to shut all the indriyas, like okay, all the senses we need to control by sitting in a proper procedure. Okay, then by engaging ourselves to the supreme. That is what dhyana yoga, astanga yoga. Then bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is connecting with supreme. Okay, do everything for Krishna. That is what bhakti yoga means. Okay, so if you are going to the market to purchase vegetable to prepare the bhoga for the Lord, that becomes bhakti yoga. If you are dropping uh, a devotee to a satsang, okay, then it becomes bhakti yoga. If you are cleaning our house so that Krishna will stay here for a longer time, then that becomes bhakti yoga. Okay. If you are talking to a devotee for a benefit of like okay, welfare of that particular devotee, that becomes bhakti yoga. Likewise, bhakti yoga, like okay, anything and everything, if you are doing it for Krishna and his devotees, then it becomes bhakti yoga. Okay. So first six chapter are predominantly talking about karma yoga. The middle six chapter are predominantly talking about bhakti yoga. The last six chapter are predominantly talking about jnana yoga. Okay, jnana yoga. So now we are in the very important section of the bhakti yoga, which is ninth chapter. Okay, which is the most confidential knowledge. Last week or a couple of weeks, like we have seen, what is confidential, what is more confidential, what is most confidential. Can anyone say what is the difference between confidential, more confidential, and most confidential? Because that is very, very important. I don't want anyone to forget that, like because we have covered it enough. What is confidential, what is more confidential, and what is most confidential knowledge? Please don't disappoint me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Confidential knowledge is like we are a soul, not a body, and
Okay.
like we have to remember that Krishna is. I mean, we are all a part of Krishna, and we are the soul, not the body. And the
Okay, which is
second
explained in which chapters?
second
Second and third. Okay, Mataji, very good.
third,
Okay, that is
okay,
confidential knowledge. Then what is
yeah.
more confidential knowledge?
More confidential knowledge is like we are all operating in this material world under the paraphernalia of Maya of Krishna, and he's I mean like the it's like we have to realize even the material world is also kind of an aspect of Krishna only, and we are all operating under that Maya only.
Okay, very good. Okay. No,
And
it is like a performance of the bhakti. We have to start performing bhakti by understanding Krishna and his energies. Okay, that is what more confidential knowledge, which is explained in seventh and chapter. Okay, which is talking about seventh and eighth chapter, which is talking we have to perform bhakti to Krishna and his devotee. Okay, by realizing okay, the water, air, and all the Panjabhuta, like okay, all the whatever you see in and around of the material world, that is nothing but Krishna's energy, his external and like internal energy. So, and what is the difference between material world, spiritual world? Okay, in the material world, where and all Krishna presents. Okay, when we hear Omkara sound, okay, when we see ether or the water, when we drink water, like it is nothing but rasogam of Kaunteya, like it is Krishna's energy. When we see the air or like a or realize the air and see the sun and moon like our eyes of Krishna. Likewise, everything like that is we need to perform bhakti. That is what more confidential. Most confidential is chapter 9, which has been explained in this chapter, which we have to perform unalloyed devotional service. Okay, that unalloyed devotional service is Ananya Bhakti. Okay, we have to perform anything and everything for Krishna. This we have seen multiple times. Please have it registered in all of your mind, because we don't want to discuss this once again, because this is a very, very important aspect of like why we need to perform bhakti. Okay, what is confidential, what is more confidential, what is most confidential. Any more doubt, please ask now, so that we will discuss once in all for all. Once in for all. Any doubt? What is confidential? What is more confidential? What is most confidential? Can anyone comment? Okay, everyone understood? Because we don't want to discuss this again.
Just a clarification on the more confidential. So it just means the material aspects is also, I mean, like the Krishna's thing only, right? The water, air, and everything. I just want a clarity on that.
Shamaji, you see, understanding Krishna's energies is important, okay? Then slowly, gradually, we will perform bhakti. Because for any, okay, why you respect the Indian Prime Minister, okay, the Modi ji? How you respect and how you got to know? Okay, if, for example, you don't know about Modi at all, okay, if Modi comes in front of you, then you will not give that respect, correct? For example, you are not following the cricket, okay, you are not following the cricket at all. Sachin Tendulkar passing by you, okay, he is coming and asking, okay, hi, good morning, and you will say like, hey, this is one another person, you will say good morning and like, hey, we'll leave from there. But if you know about that person, then your respect and the perspective, like, okay, will be completely different, correct? That is what. First, we need to understand who is Krishna. If we are not understanding, then how we can perform bhakti to that person? How we can perform, like, how we can love towards that person, correct? For a love to develop, we need to understand what is that person is capable of, what is that person is all about, correct? Then we will never give respect which we will give the respect which always he deserves or more than he deserves. Because Krishna, we cannot imagine what is capability of Krishna, because our capacity is very limited and our understanding is very limited, correct? Krishna doesn't need our boha, doesn't need our love, okay, because he has that love from a number of people, and he is the one who created us, correct? It is as good as, okay, you have 10 million dirham, and will you expect 1 dirham from your child? Or that 1 dirham going to make difference like a to Krishna or you? No way, correct? You have you have like, okay, n number of opulence already within you, correct? You are not expecting that particular love or the opulence like from your kid, but still, when the kid gives that particular 1 dirham, your love towards that kid will be like a increasing, because you are not looking at that particular 1 dirham, you are looking uh, at
The
that
intention
particular
behind that.
intent. Yeah, that is the reason we always say in bhakti, Krishna doesn't look for the content, okay, he looks for the intent only. What intent we are trying to give, what intent like we are performing bhakti. If you see, okay, yeah, cobbler or very poor devotee, okay, if he prepares a small plate of, okay, chapati and some curry, by putting so much of effort, because for him, even that making chapati and curry is becoming a big task, okay, he performs that and like he offers to Lord. In another house, the cooks are making like a 64 varieties of boga and offering to Krishna as a customary, like, okay, not with full love and devotion. Do you think which one like a Krishna loves the most?
The one the cobbler made, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
correct.
it is
Because
he's making it intentionally and with his own efforts, not like.
exactly, and it is not more than anything, it is pure love and devotion. This we have seen it in Mahabharata itself, okay. While Krishna went to the assembly of Duryodhana, Duryodhana arranged a big feast, okay? And he was asking Krishna to have that feast, but Krishna came as a peace messenger, and Duryodhana was not accepting to give the piece of the land to Pandavas, correct? Then Krishna didn't like it, and he rejected Duryodhana's offering. Okay, Krishna, let's have the big feast here. I already prepared the big feast. Krishna didn't accept it, but at the same time, Vidura calling Krishna, uh, because Vidurani didn't prepare anything. Out of love, like when Krishna went to Vidura's house, Vidurani peeling the banana, and out of that love, she throws the banana down, and she is offering the banana peel to Krishna. Krishna accepting that peel, because Krishna didn't look for the content. He was looking for the intent. Okay, this is what we need to understand. Always Krishna looks for the intent. Okay, not the content. That is what important. That is what like a important things of Bhakti doesn't come automatically. Like a we should have done so much of sukriti like a to receive that bhakti. That is the reason like a bhakti is, see, we are 84 out of 84 lakh species. Like a human form is the topmost form, correct? We got that human form, and we got the opportunity to perform bhakti. If we are not utilizing this life to perform bhakti, then we are the most idiotic person, we are the most stupid person, we are the most ignorant person in this particular life. Because bhakti is very, very difficult to achieve. We already saw many times, okay? Durlabam manusham deho, dehinam shana banguraga, tatrapi durlabam manne vaikunta priyadarshanam. I am not saying this, okay? This has been said by Ambrish Maharaj and like Krishna. What is the sloka? Durlabam manusho jeho. Okay, Durlabam manusho deho. We already seen this sloka, see. Durlabam manusham deho, dehinam shana banguraga, tatrapi durlabam manne vaikunta priyadarshanam. Okay, which sloka it is coming? Maharaj Nimi, sorry, Nimi meets Nayan Yogendra. So there he says, for the conditioned souls, the human body is the most difficult to achieve. Then how fortunate we are to get the human body. This has been said in Srimad Bhagavatam. For the conditioned souls, the human body is the most difficult. It is not more, or it is not simple difficult. It is the most difficult to achieve. And it can be lost at any moment. We know we will live for like a 50 years, 30 years, 70 years. It is diminishing, correct? And it can be lost at any time, any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of pure devotees. We are not calling ourselves pure devotee, but whomsoever discussing about Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, they are nothing but pure devotees. So we all are assembled here, correct? We are discussing not stupid things about about war or any other thing. We are discussing about the pure bhakti, how to perform pure bhakti, how to enhance our bhakti. So that is very, very rare who are dear to the Lord of Vaikuntha, Sri Narayana and Krishna, correct? So this is what we need to understand. Many a times things which is coming in our way very easily, we tend to ignore, correct? That should be avoided, and we have to perform bhakti. Bhakti is easy to perform, okay? It is not very difficult to perform. Whatever you do, yat karoshi, yad asnasi, yad jugosi tadasyat, yat tapasyasi kauntaya, tat kurushva mad arpanam. Whatever we do, whatever we perform, whatever we eat, whatever austerity we do, please do as an offering to me. That is what bhakti, that's all. We are going to the office, correct? Before going to the office, just pray to Krishna. Krishna, I am going to perform the task assigned by you. Consider Krishna as your universal boss, which is the true, correct? though Krishna doesn't behave like a boss, correct? Boss will appreciate if you do good thing, or if you increase the revenue, or like if you increase the profitability for a company. Boss give a punishment, or like will give see, for example, like now Oracle laid off 30,000 people, correct? Because of company's performance, like okay, or to increase the value of a shareholder, or like okay, to increase the value to the shareholder, they just laid off like a 30,000 people. They were loyal to the company, but the company was not loyal to the employees, correct? But if we are loyal to Krishna, he will be always loyal to us. Even if you are not loyal to Krishna, also he will show the mercy and the blessings, because he never discriminates like a devotees. Where we started and where we are ending, see here. This is what bhakti is. Bhakti is nothing but performing anything and everything for Krishna, offer everything to Krishna. Slowly and steadily, you will be able to grow in the bhakti. Any questions? Or are you able to understand like what we are discussing, correct? This is very, very
Yes,
important
yes.
aspect.
Yes, Prabhu. Only thing is like, that constant remembrance, or like how to, I mean, like you do things more mechanically. That's what I feel. Rather than having that awareness that, okay, I have to do it for Krishna. We just like, okay, I have to go to work, so I go to work. I have to do this, so I go. I have to do that. So how do we bring that awareness?
Means we are not bringing the priority to Krishna. Okay, we are thinking we are the master, and whenever I am in trouble, I am in calamity, I am in issue, I will go to Krishna. Otherwise, I can manage the thing all the time. That is what the dependence on Krishna has to increase. More and more we feel insecure, more and more we feel okay, I am helpless. Then Krishna, the bhakti will increase and the dependence on Krishna will increase. If we think ourselves as a master, then we can never become a good bhakta. Everything. And let us not understand, okay, it is my car, it is my home, it is my wife, my children. No. I and my has to be removed, and it is Krishna's children. I have been given the task of taking care of them. It is Krishna's house. I am having the task of like taking care of them. That is how we need to be always dependent on Krishna. Then we will be able to increase our bhakti. Just do one day, okay? Nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to Krishna. Even mechanically, just think slowly, like your dependence on Krishna will increase. Is it possible to implement? Just for 1 hour, like okay, think, okay, I am dependent on Krishna. Just think, okay, if that air is not coming, then I will die because I am not having the air. Okay, that we have seen very visibly during the COVID times in India and many parts of the world, correct? How oxygen was important. Many a times, like we get things very easily, like we tend to forget things very easily, correct? Oxygen
Mm.
is available very easily, so we are thinking, okay, it is granted. If you need the oxygen, like okay, you have to pay it, from tomorrow, as it would be like okay, it would be put into the rule for every breathing whatever you are taking, okay, you have to pay 100 rupees for every second. How insecure we will be, how dependent we will be with Krishna. From tomorrow, okay, water, now also like a water being charged. From tomorrow, like it would be uh, put, okay, for every drop of the water which you are consuming or wasting, you have to pay like 100 dirham. How? Then our dependence on Krishna will increase, correct? From tomorrow, like okay, whatever rice you need, you have to pay like 1,000 dirham. How dependent we will be on Krishna. This is what the bhakti we have to perform. Like we always need to be insecure, because when someone asks Prabhupada, okay, Prabhupada, what we you are praying to Krishna, okay, then Prabhupada saying like, please uh, keep me in under your shelter, and I have to be dependent on you. Prabhupada been asked, okay, why you are reading your own books? Then Prabhupada said, no, this is not the book written by me. Krishna instructed and I wrote the book, but I forgot and I need now like what I wrote or what Krishna is instructing. That is a dependence we have to perform in our life. Prioritize Krishna and be always under the guidance of Krishna. Nothing belongs to us, everything belongs to Krishna, and show that gratitude. When we show that gratitude, Krishna will give us like a multitude of what we have. That is what Krishna says, correct? Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasade tesam nityabhiktanam yoga shemam vahamyaham. He says, one who is thinking always about me, I will protect what they have. Sorry, I give them what they lack and I protect what they have. That is what we need in our life, correct? We have something we need to protect. We need something that is to be given by Krishna. That is what bhakti is all about. This is very, very important topic. I am getting too emotional by going into various topics, but this is needed. Like, can every one of you please say what you understood from this topic? Okay, because bhakti is very, very. We can talk days and months like about bhakti, but if it is not hitting our heart, our mind very strong, then there is not much of a benefit like by attending this class only for namesake. It has to hit us hard. We have to perform bhakti. We have to understand about Krishna. Whatever we discussed till now, okay, the be it a foundational slide or this, because why we are taking so much time for this 9th chapter? Because it is the most confidential knowledge. We have to understand. We have to apply in our practical life. Otherwise, it is one another chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It is one another class which I attended, which we I will forget like okay, next moment when I go to mall or like when I eat my lunch like okay, then it is of no use. It has to change. Okay, this information has to transform us. That is a benefit of attending this class. That is a benefit of having this knowledge being explained by Krishna to Arjuna and via Arjuna to all of us. How many of you able to realize that, or having intention to practice in every day-to-day life? It's very, very important. We should always think, okay, nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to Krishna. Then our dependence on Krishna will increase. Hare Krishna, I request every one of you, please respond.
Hare Krishna. So, yeah, I mean, like everything that we do, we have to just bear in mind that it is like, be it your family, be it your job, be it the food that you eat, or the money you spend, or the health you have, everything is given by Krishna, and we have to have that idea alone, and
Yeah,
that will eventually translate to Ananya Bhakti.
yeah, correct. Yeah,
And the more confidential knowledge which I understand is like Krishna is present in like whatever we see, like every day, like the air we breathe, the water we consume, the Omkara, everything that we have. The material aspect is also Krishna. So we have to have bhakti or like gratitude towards that.
yeah, correct. Exactly, Mataji. Yeah, very nice. Correct. We
Okay,
need to
and
be.
of course,
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
sorry,
tell me.
you're saying something.
No, no, that gratitude is very important thing, because like okay, how much time we have seen in one One another example also, correct? Like one elder man got admitted to the hospital, and the hospital was given the surgery plus like okay the oxygen needed for him. Then immediately they given the bill. Okay, the bill was like a 7 lakh rupees. Then that elder man was crying. Okay, then the hospital was asking what happened. No, you just charged me. You kept me for a shelter of like okay around 2 days, and you given me the bill of like a 7 lakh for my oxygen and my taking care of the body. But Krishna took care of me like for this 80 years. Then how much he would have charged? He should have charged. But I am I like thankful enough to him? So that is the thing, like we have to keep reminding Krishna taking care of us every moment of the day. If we wake up from the bed, okay, healthy in a healthy manner, with less of the issue, then we have to thank Krishna. Okay, every moment we have to thank Krishna. We have to show our gratitude. That is very, very important. Yes, Maji, you said it rightly. Others, please share your thoughts, because this very, very important aspect. I want the transformation in every one of us, not just information. Okay, please have it as a wow, like we are taking towards Krishna. Okay, I will remember Krishna. I will increase my dependence on Krishna. I will show my gratitude towards Krishna more and more from now onwards, from this moment onwards. How easy it is to. Initially, it may be mechanically or artificial thing. Artificially, we may need to do, but slowly, gradually, trust me, it will become natural. By automatically, it will come. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, definitely, Prabhu. Thanks for bringing it again. I think you're right. We sometimes ignore and take it for granted everything, but thanks for pushing us that we will remind ourselves again and again until it becomes a part of us. Everything is Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. We belong to Krishna, and whatever we do and whatever we have is because of Krishna. We will definitely try to imbibe in every second.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, very nice. Yeah, correct, Prabhu. When it is easy, like when we drink the water, na, we have to think, okay, it is Krishna's energy. When we see the sun and moon, it is nothing but Krishna's energy. When we see the tree, okay, how magnanimous, like a Krishna created this tree. When we breathe, okay, we can think about Krishna, how effortlessly, like a Krishna done the ecosystem. Likewise, we have to increase our remembrance and dependence on Krishna. Okay. Yeah. Any other
Yes, Prabhu.
one?
Prabhu, the point you quoted, the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, where it's Durlabam Manusham Janma. It's very rare to get this human form of life and to get the association of the devotees. So we need to utilize this life in remembering Krishna, Ananyas Chintanto Mam, like Satatam Kirtanto Mam. Always remembering Krishna and not misuse this human form of life.
Correct. That is very important, Maji. Yeah, correct. Yeah, Durlabha Manusham Dego. Okay. Human form is the rarest form which we got. And after getting this, if you are not utilizing it and if you are misutilizing it, then we are the most ignorant people. And we don't know like how many more life we need to get back to the human form. We don't know how many life like we already wasted by taking various forms. We don't want to waste any more time, correct? We want to have we want to attain the supreme lord's abode, okay, Goloka, in this life itself. We don't want to wait, or we don't want to, because in this life itself, like we see the what to say, like the we see the ugly side of the Kali Yuga, correct? War, ignorance, like no peace, no harmony, like okay, everywhere it is me, myself, more self-focused, and more and more corruption, more and more issues, more and more like okay, ignorance. And then at the end of the Kali Yuga, how it would be? Because we Kali Yuga lasts for 4,32,000 years. We just crossed like a 5,500 years in that 4,32,000 years. 4,32,000 years, out of which we just passed 5,500 years. Then how the end of the Kali Yuga it would be? So violent, not even a single moment of the single second there would be peace. No, that much violent and that much uh, arrogance will be there. We don't want to live during that particular time. Correct? That is what we need to understand. And so let us use this human body in a very, very effective manner by performing bhakti. That is very, very important. Any others want to add? The call may disconnect now.
One thing,
Please rejoin. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Yeah, please tell me.
what you said is right, Prabhuji. Maybe initially it will be very artificial,
Correct. Yeah.
but if you slowly practice, maybe at one point that the true intent comes out. Otherwise, if I just start saying like, okay, I'm doing this for my because
Yes, Mataji, you were saying something. Hare Krishna. Hello. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. I was saying, like initially when we start, maybe it will be very artificial. I mean, like you're just doing it because you have to do it, kind of thing. But like you said, eventually it will turn into bhakti. Like it will come out wholeheartedly, not just for the sake of it.
Yeah,
So it's
correct.
a shame I'm learning it at the age of 46,
No, but
it's okay.
nevertheless, like
Better
okay,
than
at least
ever.
you are learning it now. Like so, no need to feel shame. Okay, at least we are learning now. Correct. We are see, for
Now,
example,
yeah, right.
Katwanga Maharaj. Okay, you all know the story of Katwanga Maharaj, correct?
No,
Okay, so Katwanga Maharaj.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, fine. So Katwanga Maharaj is like, okay, who was a great warrior, okay. So he, when the demons were attacking the demigods, okay, um, he supported the demigods and he fought on behalf of them and he won the war, okay. Then immediately, like the demigods were asking, okay, thanks for you, you did a great job for us, okay, how we can help you, we want to reward you. Then Katwang Maharaj immediately saying, okay, just let me know how much more time I have left in my life, okay. They told immediately, like, okay, you have only 1 minute, or like a very less than 60 minutes, like, okay, you have left in your life. Then immediately Katwang Maharaj realized, okay, how I can perform bhakti, how I can attain the Lord. He used that very limited period of time. I think it is less than like 60 minutes or something. He used that, or less than 1 minute. Okay, this is what I am not very clear on that. He immediately used that like to perform bhakti, and he gone back to the Godhead. So whatever time we wasted, we don't need to. Okay, there is quite a bit time like we wasted, but we still have more time. Let us use that in the remembrance of the Lord, in the in performing bhakti. That is what we need to do it. Okay, Maji. So no need to feel guilty, or like, okay, no need to feel disappointed. Okay, I too much I wasted. Okay, uh, how I can rather than thinking about our past, let us use our present and future in an effective manner to think about Krishna. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
No,
Anyone
for
else?
that, what we have to, Prabhuji.
Yes, Maji.
Yeah, for that, what we have to do, how that surrender will come, means each and every aspect. We know that yat karosi, yadasnasi, yat juhosi, jadasi jat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuruswa madarpanam.
Very
Whatever we are
nice
doing, we have
recitation
to
of the
surrender.
sloka. Yeah. So whatever you
We
do,
have to surrender everything. But how
correct.
frequently it will come? What we have to do for that?
We have to,
Means,
yeah. So
yeah.
for that, we have to do every time, whatever we do, like, okay, for example, as a housewife, okay, you may prepare the boga for your family, correct? Rather than like preparing the boga for the family, you prepare the boga for Lord, offer to him and give it as a prasadam to the family. You may clean the house. You don't clean, okay? For example, one of your closest friend or you think, okay, Modi ji is coming to your house. Uh, how eager you will be to serve him, and how eager you will be like, okay, I need to clean the house in a proper manner so that like I will impress my friend, or like I impress Modi ji, correct? But Krishna is ready to come to our house every day. For that, we have to clean our house and clean our heart, okay? Because our heart is full of dirt with like, okay, lot of arrogance and a lot of like, okay, duplicity, lot of what to say, like enviness, all those things has to be like, okay, removed from our heart. There is a reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says cheto darpana marjanam bhava maha davagni nirvaganam. Okay, so when we chant more and more, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, how much sukruti, how much benefit we get, we will not be able to count. Because when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, okay, one time when you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or any Srimad Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam Sloka, you know how much benefit you get? You just get the benefit of performing 1,000 Ashwamedha Yajna. Okay, 1,000 Ashwamedha Yajna. To perform one Ashwamedha Yajna, like you need so many horses and so many objects, okay? Because Ashwamedha Yajna, like you just Google it. What is Ashwamedha Yajna? Like, okay, then you will understand. Because Ashwamedha Yajna is like a very, very tough to perform. You have to send the horse to the entire world. Okay, everyone should not reject. Okay, this is the horse come from, okay, so and so person. I will not return that horse, because it is like you are ruling the entire kingdom, entire world. Okay, that is the benefit of performing one Ashwamedha Yajna. Okay, it is as good as like you are the king of entire universe. But by just chanting one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or one Srimad Bhagavatam Sloka, we will get the benefit of performing 1,000 Ashwamedha Yajna. Plus, we get the performance of benefit of doing or donating 60,000 plus cows. How those cows are there? They are decorated with diamond and gold, and they all the what to say, like very silky cloths. That is a benefit we get by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or by chanting this slokas. Every day we have to chant. Every day we have to increase our dependence on Krishna. Okay, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
I want to take one another session. In next session, I will cover how we will be able to remember the Lord, okay, in every day-to-day life. I will just give the glimpse of it.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Just very glimpse of it, like then we will see in the next class. Okay, Hare Krishna. See here, these are the things. Whenever we see like a cold breeze, how we can think about Lord. Whenever we see like, okay, the gap, how we can Govindam Adi Purusham. Like this may be very apt to the Pratish Prabhu. Like, okay, he sees us, he is in a landmark. Okay, he could able to relate with GAP. Correct, Prabhu? Whenever you see next time like a GAP,
Yeah,
don't
Prabhu.
think gap. It is Govindam Adi Purusham. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then when you see tinted glass, like how to remember, what we can remember. When we see Listerine, like what we can remember. When we see mango, what we can remember. Okay. When we see BMW, it is not BMW as a this one. It is body, mind, and words. Okay. Make my trip, fix it. Okay. Then Amul. Okay. All these things, how we can think about the Lord, which we can see it in the next class in detail. Okay, Hare Krishna.
That would be very interesting, Prabhuji, because
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
somehow you relate every day
Yeah,
what you
Yeah.
correct.
see
Yeah,
to God. That's the easiest way
Yes.
to kind of
yeah.
associate.
So I will take. That is the reason I don't want to rush. I will take it in
Yeah.
detail. This is just a teaser given. Okay, the main picture or the main movie, we will see it in next week. Okay, so be ready for it. Don't miss it. Next week we will see like how to remember our dependence on Krishna. How we can think about Krishna more in our daily day-to-day life. Okay, because that I want to make use of this ninth chapter in a very, very effective manner, because this ninth chapter is very, very important as how to perform bhakti. For that reason only we are deviating the topic so much, but it is needed for an hour. Like, okay, it is needed for a moment. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
If
Prabhuji. Thank you
Hare
so
Hare
Krishna.
much.
Krishna.
Yeah,
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
If no further
Hare
questions,
Krishna.
we are good to close the class and have a wonderful and a safe weekend and week ahead. Pray for everyone. Pray for the uh, benefit and the harmony in the world. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.